Hi, I'm Lighters Pictures. This is my first YouTube video. It's Let's Play Tomb Raider custom levels, and this one is Crash 82's A Trip to Egypt. No particular reason why I chose this. It's rated 5.8 currently on trle.net. Great site, check it out. Yeah, it's the 5th level by this builder, Crash 82, and according to reviews, it's been a bit underrated at the moment. So let's see if it's justified to say it's underrated by having a playthrough. Yeah, I'm not particularly confident at the moment with my commentary and everything, because this is my first video. So if you could leave comments, criticisms, ways I can improve it, that would be great. I've played this level a few times already. There have been some few technical difficulties, which is why I've already played it. So I do know where to go. Most of the time I intend to not know where to go, but if you think it's better to already have an idea, then please comment below. The story goes as follows. Lara travels to Egypt on holiday, as you do, and then she discovers an undiscovered tomb, as you do. She then goes to explore the tomb and needs to get out. Yeah, only one thing I find weird, that you go into a tomb just for the purpose of getting out of the tomb. Really, it would make more sense to just not go in the tomb, but then I guess if that happened we wouldn't really have the level. It's just my opinion. But yeah, it's just me picking holes with the story. There's no real need for that. Yeah, that push puzzle, you push it onto the tile, and that raises this block, and you crawl up into here, and you can pull this lever. Yeah, this will open the door on the other side of the room, of this gap. No lever sound, it's not really that bad. Also, I've reduced the volume of the music so that you can hear me a bit more clearly. I hope you don't mind. I hope I'm more interesting than the music that you'd be hearing. Yeah. So now we get through here, and there's a snake amulet on this pedestal and some dramatic music. We can see it's pretty nicely balanced actually, and this mummy is raised, so pick it up and just escape from the mummy. It's not too difficult. Yeah, mummies, I guess, like the easiest enemies to escape from. He's not even bothered that you left. He's still just walking around. He's just stretching his legs. He's probably tired. We woke him up. He's been asleep for a few hundred years. I think in that case it's probably best that we leave this area now and let him get some sleep again. I'll show you where the secrets are. I won't go get them, just to save time, make the video a bit shorter. That's the first secret in that little crawl space, and that is a small medipack. And so out we go from this area, and we carry on. Yeah, mummies, I don't really see how they're scary. They can't hurt you, really. I think the worst they can do is give you a bit of a cold, because they just keep coughing on you. And it's a snake talisman, my bad, not an amulet, a talisman. That opens the door. On that pillar is a small medipack. Nothing much special there. You don't need most of the pickups. The only pickups I'd recommend getting are puzzle items, like that one on the middle tile there, and shotgun ammo. That tile looks scary, but don't worry, it's safe for now. It's just, I guess, makes you think it's a trap, but it's not really, so don't worry. Big medi there, and there's a small medi to the side. So we carry on going through the level, and we get to this lovely hub room. Doors there will open later, and there are some flares there. And then let's carry on going. And the shotgun ammo you'll find on its native home, which is placed in a pedestal in an undiscovered tomb, which makes you think, if it was undiscovered, how could they have invented shotgun shells and placed them there all those years ago? But you know, sometimes I just overthink these things, I guess. You do need shotgun ammo though, so you'll see why in like 10 minutes. And now just this lovely pole slide. Really, if I was Lara, my arms would be burning so much now, and I'm impressed that she's not screaming, because it would be really painful having rope burn from sliding down the pole. I can't think it's that pleasant for lava. And so yeah, you use the Hand of Orion, and you come to this little underwater puzzle. 4 levers, 3 of them will activate spikes when you pull them, and the one that doesn't is the one with the face on the tile. So yeah, the first time I did this, I didn't see the face, and so I pulled the other 3 levers and got killed 3 times, and then pulled that one as the last one I went to, so that was a bit silly of me. That was cool. Lava also is able to climb poles with really skinny arms, which I admire. I could never climb a pole, really. So yeah, well done her. Now we get to this room. You may have noticed a bit of frame rate lag because of the computer recording as well as me playing the game, so please forgive that. Yeah, this room is lights and fires. Don't step on them, you die. It's pretty basic. Step on the 3 tiles and you're fine. And yeah, lights and fires, my favourite things. The door shuts behind you. And here, you shoot that, and you shoot that, and you can see over there are flares. And up here is where we have a little hidden space with which we can find a lever through this crawl space. Another thing I admire about Lava here, she manages to crawl through all these crawl spaces without ever injuring her, without destroying her trousers or injuring her knees, which is pretty impressive. I mean, my parents would kill me if I crawled through all those crawl spaces, because my trousers would be dead. Yeah, my parents also think I'm pretty weird, just sitting in my room playing a Tomb Raider level and speaking to no one. But you're listening to me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I can tell. I can sense your presence. And there's some falling ceiling. Avoid the falling ceiling, because it'll fall on you if you're not careful. That door was what opened with the lever. Forgive this if this is acting a bit too much like a speed run. I just know where to go now because I've played it so many times trying to get this to work. Yeah. Now we're on the other side of the room, as you can see if I turn around. Look, there we are. Wave. Oh, she doesn't wave. And here's the Hand of Sirius. I am serious. It's the Hand of Sirius. That was a terrible joke. I'm very sorry. So this is the second of 4 pushable block puzzles. It gets a bit annoying in this level, having to do so many. It's just place it on the right tile. I'll show you the right tile in a second. Yeah, not much to say at this point. Right there. I have time off school now. Exams are done, so I'll have time to build levels, to play levels, sorry. So if you want to comment any levels which you want me to play, which you want me to play through and commentate on, and that would be great, because I'm always looking for suggestions, and also, yeah, comment on improvements that could be made to these videos. Would also be much appreciated. Yeah, carrying on with the block push. I am going to be building for most of next week. I don't know if you've heard of the 20-minute Tales level released by me a while back, for it is a challenge of building a level in 5 days that lasts 20 minutes. I'm doing a second one next week, so I won't have time to play then. But other than that, I'm pretty much free for quite a lot of the next few months. Now that has raised a block in that room, but we want a secret, because this is the only secret worth getting. It's not particularly well hidden. It's just here, and it's the shotgun, which is really nice to have. Yeah, that was the secret. Well done, us. So now we can leave this little area. I may as well save. But after this, it does pick up a bit, pace-wise, and now my computer's starting to lag, so I'm sorry about that. So we can get out of this area now. I would say we're over halfway through the level already. Really, that's gone quite quickly, hasn't it? I hope you've been enjoying this little level commentary, and now it really has gone laggy. So I hope that's still working. Yeah, I have to apologise for the lag here. I would say it's not my fault. It's my computer's fault, but I am the computer. Yeah, Fraps is my recording tool, and sometimes it just doesn't work that nicely. Now, we can see this Scarab Talisman, so run towards it, yeah, why not? When you do, big scary blue dog appears behind you and wants to murder you. It's the guarder of the talisman, evidently. It's a bit of a massive scary dog, and also Mummy's Rays. So you just have to kill it. Don't worry about shooting it. If you're an animal lover, it doesn't really matter because it's genetically engineered, and that's why it's blue, I guess. And it has horns, and hence it's evil because it has horns. And so we should be shooting it in the face with our guns, which is what we're doing now. You can get up to a safe spot, which is probably what I recommend we do now, or I do now. Yeah, there are some mummies. They will leave. They'll just leave you alone if you're not going to bother them. As you can see, they just walk away. They don't care. Let's get our shotgun though, because the dog's what we want to kill. I only have 12 shots, but fortunately we'll focus on him. And that's 10 of them, and that's all 12. So now back to the pistols you have to go. But as you can see, the mummy's just stretching their legs. Earlier when I was playing this, and one of them was just doing some yoga in the corner. Just stretching, doing tai chi, probably relaxing itself. It was fine. It didn't care that I was shooting, because I was up in the safe spot, not bothering it. I think you'd be pretty annoyed too if you'd just woken up after 100 years and someone was trying to shoot you. You'd probably just want to stretch your legs, and that's what I'd want to do. Still lagging a bit. I think this is probably the most demanding bit of the level. So once this is over, hopefully we'll get it working again fine. The dog has a lot of life. Like I said, it's genetically engineered by the most evil scientists in the world. So yeah, it needs to guard the talisman. So it's got quite a bit of life. So it takes a while to kill, but you know, you stand in a safe spot, he can't get you. The mummies don't bother with you, and he just dies eventually. And now let's run, get the hourglass. Which I guess is another reason why he was blue, because he was probably really ill. I think anyone would be ill if they'd managed to somehow swallow an entire hourglass. Like, one bite. It's not even broken, it's still whole. Probably turn you blue. So that ends the dramatic area. My computer is lagging. For the next video I will try to sort that out. I'm sorry that it's doing that. There's not much I can do about it. But hopefully it'll stop now because it's easier for the computer to do it. Well, I was wrong. I appear to be wrong here. But yeah, we carry on. And regardless. And we get to this corridor. It is still recording though, so that's at least something. I'm sure you'll have to put up with the lag. But we then come back to this area, where the shotgun shells were. Which is quite clever, but you could probably tell it was coming, because we've had a long ladder climb. And we are nearing the end of the level now, so I can hear you breathe a sigh of relief. We firstly have to get past this really easy boulder trap. You just run to the left after the left one goes, and that's the boulder trap. And then you slide down. And then the next most dramatic part of the level is this. It's not as dramatic as the dogfight, so that's a shame for all you adrenaline junkies out there. And there is also a random little space under the water for no particular reason, no items there. Yeah, you pull all 4 levers, lovely accompanying music just pushing you on. The problem is it's just not that dramatic. It's pretty easy, really. And you could probably still have time to, I don't know, relax, have a cigarette or something, if you smoke. And you'd have plenty of time to do all that. So I can't really see the need for dramatic music. But this is pretty fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps, and then just, you know, run away from the spikes. And then we get to the push block puzzle, if the computer loads. Which hopefully it will. I hope. There, okay. That's done it. Yeah, it's a bit of an annoying push block puzzle. It's the third one out of 4 in this level. You just have to keep moving around the block all the time. Well, this has got to be annoying for you to watch. I'm sorry that the computer's doing it so much. I'm sorry that I'm apologising so much. That isn't it. Yeah. I think this point is as good a time as any to say what I think of the level so far. It's pretty average, really. It's a basic Egypt level. Nothing really that difficult about it. It gets better as it goes on, but I wouldn't say that it's particularly underrated. I'm very sorry that it's doing this. But I think now's as good a time as any, really, to say what I think of the level. Yeah. So it's pretty average. And the lighting textures are, yeah, they're okay. They're not amazing. The architecture's pretty basic. But I mean, feel free to share your opinion of the level in the comments section below. I've probably mentioned that about 10 times now. I'm running out of things to say, it appears. Yeah, that's the penultimate push block puzzle. But don't worry, because the next one's not really that long. This is a little shimmy section, which we haven't really had, so that's quite nice. Bit of variety. What I have noticed in this level, though, is the custom animations and sounds. And they don't really annoy me to a large, like, they don't annoy me a large amount. They look a bit weird, I guess. But there is one thing that has annoyed me with adding this new stuff, is this graphic, which you'll see now. Look, bottom right, it's the walking graphic. A graphic which shows you when you're holding down the shift button. Shift, no shift, shift, no shift. And I frankly don't see the point of it. You know when you're walking because you're the one doing it. The only use I think it can have is like if you're at a party and you need a strobe light, just go on your computer and press the shift button a few times. Like, like that. That's how it does it. And that's probably the only use I can find for that little graphic. I don't understand why that was included. It doesn't add anything to the game. Yeah, touch wood, my computer seems to have stopped lagging so much, and we're nearing the end of the level anyway, so yeah, you can let out your sighs of relief now. It's nearly over, don't worry. Still 2 more secrets to get, but they're all pretty close together at the end. You may have already noticed, I'd be surprised if you didn't already notice, I'm a bit of a save addict. This is me attempting to not save, and I'm not doing that particularly well because I've used up every slot already. Yeah, and that's why I do it, because I fall down. Here's secret number 3. In there, that's just some shotgun shells. That's the 3rd secret. And yeah, so I always think better safe than sorry. Some of you might agree, some of you might disagree. I hope it doesn't make for bad viewing. Okay, my computer did start lagging again, but we're near the end now. That's the door to the last secret. You just need to go through that. How do you open said door, I hear you ask? Well, there's a lever here. Just pull the lever. That does it. Yeah, so we slide down here. We're very near the end now, don't worry. I keep saying we're near the end, but we seriously are. We pull up here after a little drop, just let yourself fall, and this is the ending room. Yeah, I've shown you where all 4 secrets are, I've shown you where the pickups are, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk about this level as much as I've enjoyed doing it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I can make more of these in the future. Bye!